ਲੇਬਰ ਡੇ ਜੋ ਨਾਰਥ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ। ਪਰ ਲੇਬਰ ਡੇ ਦੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਵਰਕਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੱਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਿਰਾਸ਼ਾ ਵੀ ਪਾਈ ਗਈ। ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੇਬਰ ਦੇ ਹੱਕਾਂ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ATU ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਸਟੀਵ ਬ੍ਰੈਡਸ਼ਾਅ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਆਓ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਲੇਬਰ ਡੇ ਮੌਕੇ।
ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਟਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਸਟੀਵ ਬ੍ਰੈਡਸ਼ਾਅ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਲੇਬਰ ਡੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਾਰਥ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਲੇਬਰ ਡੇ 'ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਏ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਚੈਨਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ, Steve.
Thank you, Colmead. It's a pleasure to be here.
Steve, what do you think of all these, things going on in this world today? Where does the labor stand today? It's a Labor Day, so where does the labor stand today?
So, Colmead, that's a big question, and thank you for asking it. First, I'd like to say to everyone out there, happy Labor Day. This is a day that, a statutory holiday that unions have fought for long and hard for many years, and it's for everybody, not just for unionized workers. But to get back to your question, I'm going to say that our challenges are huge today. Provincial legislation is coming at us on 3 or 4 or 5 different levels. Bill 32 will change the way that unions have to function in Alberta. It'll change everything we do, and it will cause us to waste resources to follow the law. That will be no benefit to our members. Bill 22, of course, is a bill to attack our pensions, to force us to use AIMCO and Alberta Pension Services as our suppliers without any control over how they manage our money. So, in effect, we're going to have our pension money, our life savings, as it were, are going to be put at risk as these corporations do the bidding of the provincial government. Bill 1, of course, so it was the bill that was intended to deal with the railroad blockades earlier this year, but it's going to have more far-reaching implications as to how unions can manage their work stoppage, strike, picket line, and so on. So that too will be a difficulty for us. And that's just on the provincial scene. Municipally, we have challenges with a city government here in Edmonton that is supposedly reimagining how it does business. And what it means when it says reimagining is they want to cut full-time equivalent, they want to cut jobs, they want to cut services, they want to force people to work from home and not provide them a proper office work environment. So between that and the fact that there's a municipal election coming up in just over a year, the fact that we're heading into negotiations again this fall, there's a lot on our plates. There are a lot of challenges for unions, particularly the city's unions here on this Labor Day in 2020.
How did the COVID-19 affect the whole operations of the city?
Mm-hmm. And that, again, is a great question. Interestingly, COVID-19 has caused at least our union and the city administration with whom we deal to work more closely together and develop a stronger working relationship. Of course, it has added a mountain of work to our desks as we try to make sure that every little thing is covered and all of our members are protected. But I want to compliment the city in that they have worked very carefully with us to ensure that people are safe.
I heard they are trying to privatize also some of the services, the ETS.
Yes, getting back to challenges, of course, prior to the onset of COVID, the city had meant to implement its system redesign. And the system redesign that they have in mind would mean that they're taking service out of the neighborhoods, out of the low ridership zones, and moving it onto the main lines, which leaves those people with no means of getting that first kilometer to the bus and the last kilometer to home. And so the last kilometer is the issue that we refer to it as. That will be contracted out to a private operator. So the challenge there for us is to make sure that we go and organize those employees for that operator. Additionally, of course, the Valley Line LRT is I guess 2/3 complete, something on that order right now. A couple of years behind schedule, but coming along. And that is a privatized part of Edmonton Transit as well. So we'll have a challenge to try and get those members, those workers organized and make them part of the union to get them a decent contract and good working conditions.
Did they lay off any people or?
Yes. In May, there was a layoff. They reduced the city's transit service from the regular sign up to what we call Saturday service. So there was quite a significant reduction in service levels, and that caused a layoff of, it caused a displacement of about 400 members. But about 200 of them were redeployed into other areas working for the city, many of them cleaning buses and so on. But all of our members are back to work today. All of our Edmonton Transit members, at least, are back to work as we speak. And that's a great day for the union to have achieved that.
Steve, if you have to say anything to your members or their families or the public at large, what do you have to tell them?
What I can say to our members and to their families, hold tight. We're in for a tough run here. This is going to be a tough round of negotiations. The city is already challenging us by threatening to ask for rollbacks at the bargaining table. We will not stand for that. We will not bring rollbacks back to the membership in any kind of a recommended form.
This year, I don't think there are any processions or protest marches anywhere on the Labor Day. Or are you aware of this thing?
No, I'm not aware of any Labor Day parade. You take me back to my childhood, though. My father was the president of his sheet metal workers local in the 1960s, and there was always a grand parade, Labor Day parade, and we participated with our fathers. We were there on the street marching. Yeah, but not this year. No, not here. I think, to be fair, I think COVID will have had an impact on that. We try to keep our distance, as you and I are now. So a gathering of that sort would violate the protocols.
ਸਾਡਾ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵੇਖਣ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨ ਲਈ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਚੈਨਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਤੇ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਈ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਟਨ ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰੋ।